Hi everybody, this is Sheila. Welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is a review of the Lion Brand Homespun yarn. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell. In the January 2021 Mary Maxim kit, we got a couple cakes of homespun. Those are here on the left, and as you can see, I have additional homespun because I like homespun, and I tend to have several homespun in stock in my stash over here. So in front of us we have three different colors that came here. This is a bulky 5. The cakes are the newest version. The skeins are the old version. According to Lion Brand, just FYI, according to Lion Brand, homespun for them has been around for greater than 20 years, and according to their site, this is one of their best-selling brands that they have. And I do know that there is a lot of people out there that are not fond of homespun because it is a unique yarn. I wouldn't consider it a novelty yarn, but it does have a unique spin on the yarn itself. You can see it kind of weaves back and forth, and there's a thread that runs through it. So this sometimes can be hard for folks who are pretty new to crochet to be able to utilize this yarn. Oftentimes new people will stay away from this yarn just for this very reason. And for this yarn, it is a 98% polyester, or I'm sorry, acrylic, and 2% other fiber. Each of the skeins and the cakes are 185 yards. It is machine wash and dryable, and it recommends a K hook. However, if I was brand new to using this yarn, I would probably even use a higher hook than that just to overcome some of the way it works. Let me show you what this looks like. For those who've not experienced homespun, let me yank it out. This is in the color, here is in the color of Tudor. I probably have 10-12 skeins of this in my stash that I've made stuff with this, and I'll show you in a second. It comes out really nice. But this is what it looks like. When it pulls out of the skein, you can see it is wound with a string that kind of wraps around it. The string on the Tudor happens to be white, and you can see it's kind of just fuzzy, and this is where people will get the hook stuck. It isn't really so much here. It is actually, a lot of times folks will get it stuck on this little string. It is hard to see the stitches, and I'll show you that as well. But you can see how beautiful the colors are when you look at, like, again, this one's Tudor, and it's got a multitude of light purples and tan and some blue in there. And for this item, I made something that actually my cat took over. I made this just to kind of show you. This is actually a large, it's kind of really big to be on here, but it's an Afghan. But you can see that for this, and the colors just really are beautiful when you work it up. So one of the things for this to keep in mind is that oftentimes you would not want to use a complicated stitch for this. Like this thing here, for this Afghan here, it's mostly half double crochet, and then chain 1 spaces, which make the most sense because this type of yarn, you cannot see the stitch anyway, just because that's the way it works. So other colors that this comes in, and this is the one that came from Mary Maxim, and this has got some beautiful tones in it. Deep purples, grapes, some silvers in there, and tans, and you can see just beautiful jewel tones. And this one is called Aubergine, and it is on the Lion Brand website. If you, just FYI for the cakes, there are only 14 different colors of the cakes. If you get it in the skein, again, both the same yardage, 185 yards. If you get it in the skeins, there are 30 different colors, but there's only 15 colors here. So this is the Aubergine, and then This color here is Fool's Gold. Both of these go for the same price. Both of these run $7.49 each on Lion Brand, whether it's the stripes or whether this is the stripes, or that's just the multicolors, and they also have a few solid tones, but they all have that same type of yarn where it kind of folds on itself, kind of twisty a little bit, and then it has the thread that's running through it. Again, if I was new to that, I would certainly use a larger hook for the item that I'm making. Over here, I am making a capelet. I'm using a K hook to work on this, and it works just fine. But like that, you may want to use a bigger hook just to kind of make sure the operation's working for you. But it works well. As far as crocheting, frogging is not a problem. I had read somewhere that folks were saying they just could not frog this stuff. I have zero problem frogging this. Zero. And I can pull as fast as I want to, and I can frog it right back out. No problem whatsoever. Like I say, what gets stuck with people is the little strings. And you can see, because I'm using a larger hook, and I'm using double crochet, I can easily see my stitches. There they are. I mean, it's not a problem. It's just a matter of getting used to where they're at and getting used to the feel. But I would definitely use this if I was new. The trick is going to be making sure you know where your stitches are at, A, and then B, counting your stitches. We have to do that in crochet anyway, right? So it's just going to be a matter of making sure you're counting so you know where you're at. But this stuff just glides over the hook. No problem with that whatsoever. So, yeah, for me, personally, I like homespun. It does have limited use as far as I'm concerned, because I live in the South, which means I'm going to want stuff that's going to be more drapey, because this is, if you bind it up, and I'm going to finish this stitch and I'll show you what I mean. If you do a lot of single crochet, which is what I think this month for the Mary Maxim, their scarf called for, a lot of single crochet, it's going to be super thick and heavy. So this is not, so I kind of modified or making this, and you can see these stitches down here are single crochet here, and then I moved into half double crochet. And then when I move up here, I'm in double crochet now. And I am pulling it a little bit apart so you can see it. But with this yarn, that's something you want to keep in mind. If you're doing single crochet, half double crochet, you're going to get a pretty dense stitch, which is going to be pretty warm. Yeah, but overall, again, I purchased this yarn. I like homespun. This is something that I will absolutely use. I think that the price is good. $7.49. I typically can get it, cheaper than that if I wait for a sale. But I absolutely purchase it and do use it for products that I make, and I like it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions or comments about my review, certainly put it in the box below. But I absolutely would buy it again. So, all right, y'all. I'll put up some videos of other reviews that I've done, and if you have any questions, like I say, put them down below, and we will chat soon. Have a fantastic day. Bye.